Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. So, first off the bat, let me apologize for the background music because I'm strong enough again to be moving around, and right now I'm on a different location. And of course, when you're in public locations, you have to deal with the music that is being provided. So I apologize for that. So we're gonna take a look at the Euro USD as we do every day, and just see what price has done and what price is doing right now. So without any further ado, let's just dive into it. So this is Euro USD from H4 time frame, and as you can see, price really did what we thought price was gonna do. It built up into this H4 point of interest and into this daily, and we have a reaction. So let me show you what I mean by that. So look, here is H4, right? So this, I should actually draw this till here right now, or let me go to H1 because then it's going to be better. Yes, draw it like this, you see. So H4, you see, we came into H4. I think we missed this, we're actually no, this is H1, right? Up here, this is H1. But if we go to H4, you see that we actually came into H4. You see this wick in here, and then we just dropped down. That was the H4, sorry, that was the H4 reaction, this wick dropping down. That's H4 reaction, if I take this away, you see what I mean? That's the H4 reaction, like this reaction. That's H4 reaction, is what we mean. Yeah, I think I should go to H4 now, then you can see it better. Yeah, it's what we mean when we talk about we're gonna have a reaction probably from there. So this is H4 reaction. So right now, what is actually happening is we are having a daily reaction. Now, the thing that has happened on H4, we're having it on a daily. So we tap into the daily more than 50%, and then this candle that is dropping, this is the reaction of the daily reaction. So ideally, because from a daily perspective, we're going down, the trend is going down. Ideally, we will want to see price drop even lower than this point, right? Just to show a sort of trend continuation. Okay, that's what we want to see ideally. That's what we're looking at because we're going with the trend. Now, when we go to following what I just said, right? So the question then becomes where is the target? So from a daily perspective, the target is we're looking to take out this low. Okay, we're looking to take out this low. Does that make sense? Yeah, it makes sense because you see this one here and this one gives you some sort of relative equal low. That's a liquidity draw, and then you could be oh, the target for this price movement is still down here because I don't see anything here. The only imbalance I see is this. So this is where we're going, but it doesn't mean we're just gonna drop here in one scoop. It can happen, but it doesn't mean that. It's just to give you that that overall view. Okay, but on the other hand, when we go to the lower time frame, okay, let me start with H4. One thing that I already see that is telling me that price might play around here and go higher is the invalidation of this H4 candle. That's already the first indication, this thing here, that invalidation. So now this push down still makes sense, but on a shorter time period, this is where I will be looking based on H4. I'm looking to see what price does here. No? Yeah. Let me just put it text H4. Visibility. Yeah, can show me in minutes. Yes, this is what I'll be looking at when it comes to like where price is going. Why? Because on H4, well, let me see. I was gonna say from here we have this with the push. You know, you could say that like this high got taken out, but okay, technically speaking, like this is the push. Okay, so it's just the 50%, but on the 1 hour, there's definitely no doubt we have a change. We definitely have a change. Wait, let me see. Let me see what I'm saying here. Push, retrace, yeah. Push, not this. This is, yeah. These are like those type of hiccups, you know. These are like those type of hiccups. So technically speaking, on H1, we are still bearish because we haven't taken out this. But if I go to, I think on the lower time frame, like M15 and things like that, like there is definitely like this high, you know, like M15, you're gonna be like something like this, like 1, 2, and then push down here, and then this little push down, and then from here we're pushing up here, right? So this high got taken out, this high got taken out, so that is showing you a shift. So it means that in all essence we should keep this place in mind. You see that, but all of this is internal. It's internal to all of this move. It's very internal. So I'm more interested in this H4 zone, and when I look down here, I see that already had something marked in here on the lower time frames on the M5. So this becomes very, very high probability to like look at this. I think these are like those type of zones where, you know, the market can just spike out of this area. The market can just spike out of this area, you know. So that's really one thing. These other ones, like you see this M15, is just from this push. So because we invalidated this place with this high up here, it tells me that, okay, price can do, like if price wants to go up from here, it can do one or two things. We can react from here, or we can react from here. Okay, so going now into M5, you see why I have this marked up, because this is the last point that price rallied all the way up here. That was the last point. So, and that rally from here, we took out this high and we took out this high. So this is why I'm looking at this. And right now, Asia liquidity is sitting below this. So that makes me to be interested to see how price is going to react from here. So once again, we have the markets showing us two different things, right? Like higher time frame is telling us that we should go down, but lower time frame is still telling us that we should go up. So technically speaking, we should actually wait to see what price does today before we start like actually making up our mind for where price is gonna go this week. But from Asia perspective, like where price is right now, if we continue coming down, I'll be more inclined to buy from here or here, like anywhere in here, for price to push up. So that means I need to look at timing, you know. Is price coming in here at my designated time? Then I should be looking I should really be looking at this zone if price is coming in here at my designated time. So there's one more thing that I need to do from last week Friday is this was the low and this was the high. So again, we haven't done anything crazy with Asia. Like Asia didn't take out last week's high, Friday's high. It didn't take out Friday's low. So the probability of this trade, like the risk tolerance of this trade is like really high because we don't really have a true direction. Major liquidity hasn't been taken. Now, there's one more thing that I'd like to share. Remember I said like, oh, for now, from last week I said for now, Monday give the high of the week and Tuesday give the low of the week, but anything can still happen. Like price can always do what it wants, and on Friday that actually like three things actually happened. One of the first major thing is like Friday ended up giving the high of the week, so we took out the high which was on Monday. And then another thing that happened on Friday is we ended up coming, like we blasted through this. Remember I told you guys like, okay, I'm looking at this, but I don't really like this because it's in the middle of a trend line liquidity. So this is, I'm looking at this, but you know, it's timing based. I don't like it because it's in the middle of this thing, and I was pretty sure that like we're gonna sweep all of this. Look at what happened. Look at the speed that price took to come down. Like it just blasted off anyone who was trying to do anything here. And another thing that kept us out of that trap is if price came in here at this time, yes, then it makes sense. But again, you see that the overall thought process was correct because like we're looking for a push on Friday into our target. We did get the push, but where we were looking for the push was below. Like you have the area and you also have the designated time, right? So price didn't come in here at that time, and that kept us out of the loss. So another way that you can know how to take this trade, like if it didn't come in here, like of course you're trying to force it then, but you should have been doing that like when the time comes, because this is a time where you know that okay, this is when the reversal will probably happen. When that time comes, like you look at what price is doing at that time, and then you could catch whatever you need to catch to where you are going. But because it didn't happen, that already just told you that okay, you need to stay away from this. And you see, it was like, you know, it was valid. Now the other thing is, remember I told you guys that this zone is really for me it's a liquidity draw, and I see price still coming into this zone. Look at what happened. We came in here, we invalidated the zone, of course, but we still came into the zone on Friday. I was hoping that this, like all of this that happened, that we should have touched the zone on this day, but we ended up not doing that. But look, see how price drew into the zone and then we quickly reacted back, you know. And the thing is, this reaction or like this draw came into this and invalidated this low, which shows you that change. It shows you that change, and then like this is of course the trap, because we took out this low. Because we took out this low, you know, of course you're gonna think that okay, we should be selling from here because this is that push, right? Look at this. Try to sell from here and you get invalidated, but price always leaves a trail. you know, it always leaves a trail. So this sell failed, so this becomes a supply to demand zone. I know this is a very, very long explanation, but you know, rewatch this video to see what I'm telling you, because there's a lot of valuable information in what I'm just saying right now. Let me see. S to D. Oh, S to D. What the? S to. I can't write. Hold on, guys. This is the way that I can write this thing. S. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna do this another time because this is wasting my time. So this is a S to D zone, as in like this is the supply and it's turning into a demand zone. So this is the demand zone, and that is why I'm looking at this. That's why I'm looking at this. Doesn't mean that this is gonna respect, but I'm pretty, I don't like to say I'm pretty sure, but I'm pretty certain that we're gonna have some sort of reaction from here. You know, we might invalidate to show that we actually want to go down, but yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna have, for me it makes sense that we, you know, I don't just take this zone because it broke, but there's a lot of reason. This is a demand zone that came from a supply zone, and you know, everything just connects. So moral of the story of today is like, this is what we are looking at. You don't want to rush into things. You want to look at things in a way that you understand what price is doing, so that you get an overall broad understanding of where price is going. Once you got that, any trade you catch today or tomorrow, and you can hold it because you know where price is going. But right now, we don't really know. But from a higher time frame perspective, we should be going down. Higher time frame wise, we should be going down. But lower time frame is telling us that, hey, we could actually just, you know, continue going up. So until we get that certainty, like, we just trace, we mark the spaces, and we look at how price reacts from there. When time comes, when we actually have to trade, we see is price within that range at that time. That's also a higher probability. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope this really makes sense, and feel free to ask if you have any questions. With that being said, I'm gonna end it here for now, and I'll keep you guys updated when I have the chance. Other than that, see you guys on the next one tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye.